Why is it always the ones who hurt you that you can't seem to walk away from? Not the kind ones, not the steady ones, not the people who love you easy. The hard ones, the ones who run hot and cold. The boss who praises you on Monday and humiliates you by Thursday. The partner who pulls you close the moment after they've pushed you away. The friend who keeps you spinning, never sure which version of them is going to walk through the door today. You keep going back, and you cannot, for the life of you, understand why. Stick with me for a minute, because if that question has ever lived in your chest, you are not broken, you are not alone, and you are exactly where this conversation is meant to find you. This is Foresight. Today, we're talking about trauma bonding, what it actually is, how it takes hold, what it's quietly costing your leadership, how to break it, and the part almost nobody warned you about. What comes after? Because something does come after, and it's gentler than you're bracing for. What it actually is. Let me name it plainly, beloved, because the misunderstanding is where good women get stuck for years. A trauma bond is not love. It is not loyalty. It is not a sign the connection runs deep, or that the two of you were meant to be. A trauma bond is an attachment that forms when somebody hands you the wound and the comfort from the same hand. That's the whole mechanism. The pain and the relief, pouring from one source. Your nervous system learns to brace the hurt, then floods with relief when it finally stops. And that flood feels like love. It isn't. It's just your body grateful. The hurting paused. The intensity was never depth. It was your nervous system running a loop it was never built to survive. Hear that clearly, because it's the first piece of good news. What you're feeling is a mechanism, not a verdict on your worth. And a mechanism can be understood. A mechanism can be undone. How it takes hold. This doesn't happen all at once. It happens in stages. And each one quietly locks the next in place. First, the idealization. The beginning is electric. They make you feel seen the way you have never in your whole life been seen. Chosen. Your nervous system memorizes that high, and that memory becomes the very thing you spend the rest of the relationship trying to win back. Then, the devaluation. The warmth pulls back. The criticism starts. The ground that felt so solid begins to move under you, and you cannot figure out what you did wrong. So, you do what you were trained to do. You love harder. You try harder. You reach. Then the intermittent reward. And this is the hook. Right when you're finally about to give up, the warmth returns. Just enough. Just long enough. And the relief is so enormous, it wipes the whole slate clean. That's the trap closing. Because here's what your body just learned. Endure the pain long enough, and the relief will come. If they were cruel all the time, you'd leave. If they were kind all the time, you'd be at peace. It's the not knowing that willed you to them. The same way a slot machine keeps a person in the chair. Not because it pays out every time, because it pays out sometimes. And the last stage, the loss of self. By now, you've reorganized your entire nervous system around managing them, reading them, anticipating them. You've gone quiet on the inside because every ounce of your attention points outward at the one person you can never quite predict. And one ordinary morning, you wake up and cannot remember who you were before them. That is how it takes hold. Not because you were foolish, because the mechanism is built to capture the woman who doesn't quit. The loyal one. The strong one. You were caught precisely because of your best qualities, not your worst. Why you? And why it's not weakness? I know some of you are already turning this on yourselves. How did I let this happen? What is wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you. Let me say it again. Slower so it lands. Nothing is wrong with you. If you learned early that love came with conditions, that affection had to be earned. That safety could vanish without warning. Then a trauma bond doesn't register as a red flag. It feels like home. Your system recognizes the chaos and calls it love. Because chaos was the shape love first arrived in. You were a child doing the only thing a child can do, adapting to survive the love you were given. And if you were a marginalized woman, layer this on top. You were trained to overgive, to earn your place twice over, to read the room and manage it, to stay, to fit, to be anything but the one who walks away. You were praised your whole life for exactly the traits that keep a trauma bond bolted shut. So when you can't leave something that's hurting you, that is not a character flaw, beloved. That is conditioning doing precisely what it was built to do. You are not weak. You are loyal to a fault in a world that taught you your worth lived in how much you could endure. And the very strength they used against you, that's the same strength that's going to carry you out. The leadership impact. Now let me take this out of your personal life and into the room where you lead. Because a trauma bond never stays in one lane. When you have been bonded to unpredictability, you start leading from it. Always scanning. Always managing other people's moods before you'll trust your own judgment. You mistake a volatile boss's occasional approval for mentorship. And you bend yourself around keeping them happy instead of doing the work that's actually yours to do. And here's what cost you most. A trauma bond taught you that intensity equals importance. So you chase the dramatic and overlook the steady. You pour your best energy into winning over the person who withholds. And you neglect the people who show up for you every single time because steady doesn't spike your system the way chaos does. You undervalue your steady people. You overinvest in the ones who keep you guessing. And slowly, you build a whole working life organized around earning an approval that was never, ever coming. There's a cost to the women watching you too. When you model endurance as loyalty, when you stay in rooms that diminish you and call it strength, you learn that's the price of the seat. You teach them to bond to their own mistreatment. That is not the inheritance you want to leave, beloved. You know it isn't. So here, the other side of that coin. Breaking the bond isn't only personal healing, it's a leadership correction. It changes who you tolerate, who you elevate, and what every woman learning leadership by watching you comes to believe is possible. When you choose differently, you give them permission to choose differently too. That is a legacy worth the hard work. How to break it? There is a way out. It's not easy, but it is clear and it is walkable, and women do it every day. Name it out loud. This is a trauma bond. This is not love. You cannot break what you keep calling by the wrong name. The naming is the first crack of light under the door. Stop waiting for the good version to come back. The good version is part of the trap. The warmth was never the real them breaking through the cruelty. The warmth is what baits it. The day you stop chasing the good days is the day the cycle starts to lose its grip. Go no contact, or the lowest contact your life will allow. Every time you reach back, you reset the machine to zero. The bond cannot dissolve while you're feeding it. It dissolves in the absence. The distance is not cruelty to them or to yourself. The distance is the machine. And expect the crash. When you pull away, your body will scream that you've made a terrible mistake. You'll miss them with an intensity that feels like proof you should turn around and go back. It is not proof. It is withdrawal. The missing is not a sign you were wrong. The missing is the bond dying. Let it die. You can grieve it and still let it die. Last thing, and don't skip it. Get a witness. One person, a friend, a coach, a therapist who can hold the truth steady when your memory tries to soften it. Because it will. A trauma bond rewrites history. It deletes the bad days and replays the good ones on a loop. You need someone standing outside the spell who remembers what actually happened. You don't have to carry this alone. You were never meant to. What comes after? Here's the part nobody prepares you for. When the bond finally breaks, you don't feel triumphant. You don't feel free the way you imagined you would. You feel flat, quiet, almost bored, like the color drained out of everything. And in that flatness, a dangerous little thought comes knocking. Maybe it wasn't so bad. Maybe I overreacted. Maybe I'll reach out just once. Hear me, beloved. That flatness is not emptiness. It is your nervous system recalibrating to peace. And peace feels foreign after you've spent years living on adrenaline. You've mistaken chaos for aliveness so long that calm shows up feeling like nothing at all. It's not nothing. It's the absence of war you'd stopped noticing you were fighting. Give it time. The flatness isn't the destination, it's the in-between. It's your eyes adjusting to a room after the fluorescent glare finally clicks off. And then, slowly, real feeling comes back. Not the spike and crash you used to call love. Something steadier. You'll notice you slept through the whole night. That your shoulders have come down from around your ears. Then you can sit with a partner, a team, a friend, and not be bracing for the floor to move. You'll feel safety settle over you. And for the first time in a long time, you won't mistake it for boredom. You'll recognize it for what it is. Home. The real kind. From the coaching chair, I had a client, brilliant, accomplished, the kind of woman who could run a company but couldn't leave a relationship that was quietly dismantling her. She'd leave and go back. Leave and go back. And every time she'd tell me about a good week they just had, like it erased the 3 bad ones standing behind it. What shifted her wasn't me telling her to leave. She already knew she should leave. It was the day I asked her to write down what actually happened. Every day. Just a fact. No story. After a month, I asked her to read it back to herself. The page told the truth Her heart kept editing out. She left, and she called me 3 weeks later, frightened because she felt nothing. She was sure something was broken in her. I told her exactly what I'm telling you. That flatness is not broken. That flatness is healing, wearing a quiet coat. Stay in it. She did. The woman I spoke with 6 months on wasn't performing okay. She was okay. Settled, clear-eyed, sleeping through the night. She said she hadn't realized how loud her whole life had been until it went quiet. She didn't lose love when she left. She found out what love was never supposed to cost.
Final reflection.
Pause with me here. Think of a relationship, past or present, personal or professional, where the intensity felt like love or like loyalty, where the highs ran high precisely because the lows ran low. Don't judge it. Don't fix it tonight. Just ask yourself one honest question. Was that death or was that a cycle? And then one more, gentler still. Who have I been trying to earn who was never going to pay me back? You don't have to do a single thing with the answers yet. You only have to look at them clearly. To stop calling the chaos love, even for the quiet one moment. That's where the freedom starts. Right here in the looking. Closing. A trauma bond convinces you that the person who hurt you is the only one who can heal you. That is a lie sitting at the center of the whole machine. The truth is exactly opposite. The healing was never going to come from the hand that held the wound. It was going to always come from you walking out, surviving the withdrawal, sitting through the flatness, and waiting for the real feeling to return. And it does. I promise you, beloved, it comes back. Here's what becomes possible on the other side. You stop confusing intensity with connection. You stop reading the steady person as boring and chaotic one as exciting. You stop being available to people who run hot and cold. Because now you feel the cost while it's happening, not 3 years too late. And you start choosing differently in your relationships and in the room where you leave. Not the spark that burns you, but the warmth that keeps you. You don't have to leave one bad bond. You upgrade the entire system that chooses it.
So here's the question I'll leave you holding tonight. What have you been calling love that was really just a cycle you were afraid to leave? Sit with that. You don't have to act right. You only have to stop lying to yourself about what it is. That alone, that single honest moment is the beginning of getting free. The kind of love will not hurt you and heal you from the same pain. You are allowed to want that. You are allowed to walk away from anything that isn't that. In your heart,
and in the rooms where you live. And you are allowed to believe it's still coming for you, because it is. This was Foresight. I see you. And I'll see you next time.